Listen, I'm not your girlfriend.
알아요.
And I'm
그렇게
not
안
your mother.
생겼잖아요.
But you'd better finish that pickle. Or else, I'm stealing it.
그래? 그럼
Me?
당신은 누구야?
I'm a waitress, dummy. Waitresses have to be whatever people want them to be.
이곳에서 일한단 말이야?
Yeah, but not today. Don't worry. Thursday's my day off.
아, 쉬는 날인데
That's
여기로
okay.
오게 해서 미안하네.
It's nice to sit on the other side of the counter for a change and see how the other half lives.
목이 갑자기 확 꺾여. 뭐야 이게?
This music, isn't it dreamy?
아무 소리도 안 들리는데. 글쎄, 내 취향은 아니라서.
Still, I can tell we have some things in common.
예를 들자면
We both have to live by our wits. Hitchhiking isn't an easy trade. Waiting tables isn't either. I'll show you what I mean.
움직여요.
Corned beef hash with 3 eggs over easy, whole wheat toast and hash browns. 2 eggs scrambled with bacon, sausage, English muffin, and french fries with mayo instead of ketchup. 3 eggs over easy with well-done bacon and a side salad, hold the toast, Greek omelet with well-done hash browns and white toast, a short stack of blueberry pancakes, coffees all around, and 1 Diet Coke. So, how many orders of toast were there?
몇 개인지 알아. 세 개?
Only if you count the English muffin as toast. Otherwise, it's 2.
진짜. 그래 알았어.
I figure
대단한 거
there's
인정.
an art to hitching a ride. You have to be able to read people very quickly. Waiting tables is no
HitchHiker가
different.
차
You get to know
얻어타는
what people want before they know what they
우리나라에선
want.
절대로
It's a
안
sixth
되겠는데.
sense.
나한테서 뭐 알아차렸어?
When I picked you up, with you it was easy. Your mind is an open book. Seeing you wandering through that street in the suburbs, clutching that strange blue box like a talisman, I could see that you needed a good rest, a good meal, and a dose of friendly advice from someone who's looking out for you. It's good you managed to lose Hops back there. Let me guess, did he try to make you promise to meet him again? Yeah, we've all made a few of those. This highway is practically paved with broken oaths sworn to Hops, patron saint of useless stuff. He doesn't mean badly, Hops. He's just a bit stuck in the past. That's why he has all that junk in his car. Can't let go of anything. Can't change. People like to solve problems with the tools they understand. Hops thinks
왜
all the
자꾸
useful
움직여?
tools are in the glove box of his own memory.
뭐 하는 곳이야 여기?
That's why it's good you got clear of him.
지금
He's a
내가
bad
환상을 보는
influence for
거야?
someone like you.
뭔
You
뜻이야?
need to let go to move on.
뭔 일이 일어나는지도 모르겠는데
I don't
뭘
know,
넣으라는 소리지?
but driving in the rearview mirror will only get you so far. You can't live in the
어떻게
past.
백미러만 보면서 운전을
Well,
할 수 있지?
judging by the
백미러가 그
faces in
위에
this
달린
place, you
거지.
can't live in the present either.
어,
Look at these
너도
blue
보이니?
screen zombies. Everyone glued to their phones. Depressing.
요즘 세상이 다 그렇지.
The living dead all around us. Not you two, though.
나랑
You and
너도.
your girlfriend. You were very much animated. Although, maybe not in a good way. That was some argument.
어? 왜 다들 우리가 싸운
Well,
걸
if it
기억해?
wasn't worth arguing over, it wouldn't mean anything, I guess.
그래, 뭔 일이 있었는데.
Well, I'm not one to eavesdrop. Something about text messages, being present. The usual suspects when it comes to couple arguing somewhere in public in the 21st century. I only caught the end of it. It was one of those things that suddenly boils over. One moment you were sitting there having your strawberry rhubarb pie and trying to figure out where the next gas station is. The next moment, when I came back with your check, there was this big scene with you storming out the door.
내가 어디로 가는데?
Beats me. You didn't come back, though. She hung around for another 20 minutes, mainly talking on her phone. Then she got her stuff and left. Seemed like she was making a plan to meet somebody.
구체적인 내용 들은
Nope.
건 있어?
See, I'm not that nosy. But when I was wiping down the counter, I found this. Have a look. You might find it interesting.
명함. 약속 시간을 정해놓은 것 같은데.
Weird, right? Gets weirder, though. Check out the back.
아, 봤어. 이미 봤어.
Seems like some kind of rendezvous. I mean, I figure that's not your card.
발칸 여행사가
Beats
뭐지?
me. I just work here. Sorry, Copernicus. I've helped you all I can this time.
나를 주유소에
Sure, I
데려다
can
줄 수
drop you
있어?
off there once we get out of here.
왜 뭐가 자꾸 움직여? 왜 갑자기 자리를 확. 자, 경치를 좀 볼까요? 황무지네 그냥. 물을 좀 많이 챙겨야겠는 거야.
Pass me the menu, will you? I want to see if they have the seasonal milkshakes in yet.
뭐야 이게?
Aw.
지도? 지금 현재 위치가 여기니까 여기가 주요소 같죠?
Aw, look at that. It's like a little map of your adventures. How convenient. Even your gas station is there. Did you notice?
아,
It's a
봤지.
typical sign, you know,
징조?
of a
무슨
lucid dream. Random happenstance, strange coincidence. This might be a good time to test if you have superhuman strength or can fly or something. I think I'll have peppermint mocha or vanilla caramel.
잠깐, 그럼 이게 꿈이야?
Sure. I mean, come on. Raisin farmer? There's no such thing. Grapes have farmers. Raisins are dried grapes. End of story. Jeez, where's the waitress anyway? I'd kill for a shake right now.
난 못 믿겠는데.
Well, things become real when we invest meaning in them. When we make them real.
아, 흥미로운 이론이긴 한데.
It's not a theory.
뭐야 이건?
There's a poem about this. A guy is having an argument with his friend. He's freaking out because the meaning of every word, everything, every idea seems to be falling apart. After a while, I understood that talking this way, everything dissolves. Justice, pine, hair, woman, you, and I.
글씨는 어디서 읽었는데?
It's my day off reading.
시집. 별거 없는 평범한 시집 같아요. 정적. 아니 조사했잖아요. 뭐 더 조사할 게 있어? 본지 한참 좀 됐는데. 그래서 그 사람은
Well,
어떻게 되는데?
he remembers this lover he had, and that helps him get his head screwed on straight again.
연인에게 구제된 거야?
Well, in a sense. It's more that he thinks back to what it was like when they were together, and the different memories come together and leave him with a sense of specificity. That things are real and not just a big pile of words and concepts and stuff that fall apart the moment you try to squeeze them tight. He thinks back to when he was a boy and remembers this river where he would try to catch the little orange silverfish called pumpkin seed.
펌킨 시드라.
That's
재밌네.
nice, right? It feels good to say. Pumpkin seed. Makes things feel more real. Look at me. Don't forget me. See me for who I am. Pumpkin seed.
왜 그런 걸
You
걱정하지?
wouldn't believe how much people project their weird bullshit on me. It's the curse of the diner waitress. Less a real person and more a blank screen.
자기 고민을 털어놓는
Oh yeah,
그런
plenty of that.
거?
But also just these
뭐야.
cliches people have with diners.
이런 거 잡으면
I can't
좀
tell you how many swinging dick
지금이라도
detective McGurks I've met in this place. Give me a coffee as black as a moonless night, darling. Shit like that. Are you sure about that?
못 봤는데.
Or is that just what you want me to be? You don't seem to realize that you're the one pulling the strings in here.
흥미로운 이론이네.
Well, everyone has an agenda. People think they come to a diner for food, but they're really looking for something much more profound. They want something, and at the end, they settle up. You bring the bill, and they have the chance to make good again. Everybody wants to be forgiven. It's a simple transaction. You're no different.
내가 원하는 게 뭔데?
Well, there's that box you're carrying around and want to get open. You're here looking for answers, but only the warm, cuddly kind. You're not going to hang in when it starts getting heavy.
내가 미덥지 않다는 거야?
It's not just you. This whole modern problem of people not really being present, it's everywhere. And technology only makes it worse. Once the robot doubles started showing up, that was the tipping point.
로봇 뭐?
Robot doubles. The first models were so expensive, only Silicon Valley types could afford them, like electric cars. But pretty soon it got to the point where basically anybody could afford a robot double of themselves. You could pick one up at Walmart, one aisle over from the toilet paper and the firearms. Even the company that produces my cheap-ass phones started them. They claimed they were on a mission to disrupt the human space. I hate that word, disrupt. Pretty much anything you want. But there's where you have to be careful. It acts like you, but it only performs at about 70% of your capabilities. It's you, after a bunch of drinks. So, if you're smart, you only trust it to do really simple things for you. Go to the post office, jury duty, fill in for you at your boring job. But people are lazy. They grow dependent on their robos, use them for all kinds of things they shouldn't, making complex calculations, blowing up boulders. People send their robos off to be with their wives, their families, while carrying on affairs. Check it out. Imagine you and I are in a relationship. Then you notice I'm acting a little slow. My eyes aren't focusing quite right. Like this. Look. See it?
전혀 달라
You
보이지
just need more
않는데.
practice. Then you'd realize that I just stuck you with a pile of bolts for the evening.
어쩌면 나는 관계를 유지하기 위해
Right,
로봇을 보는
so
걸
here
수도
we
있지.
are. Two dummies out on a date together. Would your robo be smart enough to know that I'd sent mine?
둘이 서로에게 그걸 말할까?
Right. And would she then tell me, or would she keep me in the dark? All kinds of ethical issues, right? I don't know. I know you're trying to make your eyebrows move weirdly just to mess with me.
그래서 불만이 뭔데?
Did someone stand me up with a robo? No, not exactly. It's more about this thing that happened to me at work once.
여기서?
Not here, dummy. In my former life as a flight attendant.
전생을 어떻게
Grab
알아?
that thing and pull up a chair. I'll tell you all about it.
슬라이드 마스터 로봇 더블스
You feel like a sack of bolts yourself doing these safety demonstrations. People are zoning out, staring at their phones like the blockheads in here, or else just leering at you like you're the first woman they've ever seen wearing a uniform. But you start getting good at spotting the doubles. They're often the only ones paying attention, staring at you with those not quite human eyes of theirs.
로봇이 혼자서 비행기에 타도
Technically,
돼?
no. They're not supposed to be there. But like I said, people bend the rules, and security rarely checks.
문제가 일어나지 않으면
They're
그게
fine on the
이상하다고.
runway, perfectly docile. But something goes wrong at altitude. Something about the navigation system. The FAA wanted to study it, but the study got shut down because you're not supposed to have them on aircrafts in the first place. So yeah, I learned to spot them right away. It becomes a job requirement, a matter of survival. Here, try your luck. Have a look at the table. So, 1 mustard, fine. 3 mustards, not so fine. The one on the left is the real one. See if you can track it. Keep your eyes on the prize. 10 will get you 30. Uh-oh, you just accused Mr. Corporate Entitlement of being a robot. Unfortunately, it's really him. That's going to cost you 1 complimentary business class upgrade. Want to play again?
아이, 됐어.
So, where was I? Pick that up again, and I'll show you what happened next. One time, we were doing a flight into Galveston, and we had a sudden drop of cabin pressure about 100 miles from our destination.
로봇 때문에
No,
그렇게 된
but
거야?
imagine this. Everyone's freaking out. I'm trying to help a girl with her arm in a cast to get her oxygen mask over her head. Suddenly, I'm aware of this Frankenstein monster lurching towards me. The robos, they're like an army of the undead. I I don't know if they were affected by the sudden change in cabin pressure or what, but they just lost their shit. People are screaming, and we're huddled together like a band of villagers with pitchforks to fight these things, throwing crap at them from the drink cart, locking them in the toilets, and so on. Luckily, they started fritzing out on their own, like Hal in 2001 when his brain starts melting. Let me tell you, as soon as we got over water, adios! Out you go, robos! Threw them right out of the cabin doors.
핀? 마지막 부분은
Throwing the
현실적으로
robos off the
불가능한 것
plane?
같은데?
No, you're right. That didn't actually happen. You can't just open the hatch door like that. But it's a nice image, right? I like to think of it sometimes when I'm lying in bed trying to sleep.
양을 세는
Kind
것처럼.
of. You need practice to be able to spot them. They're everywhere these days. I can see one in this diner right now, in fact. Can you find it? That's right. The king. Can you believe it? God, I miss the king. They say that it was the first robot double prototype ever made. He actually sent it off to act in some of those cheeseball movie roles he had. That's why they were so bad.
복제인간을
Am
매우
I?
싫어하는
Says the guy who called his own girlfriend a robot. I seem to recall you standing right there, complaining it's like eating lunch with an automaton.
나도 기억났으면
You
좋을 것
really
같은데.
don't remember anything? What you were fighting about? What happened next?
안타깝게도 안 나.
Well, I've got a little game that might help you remember. It's kind of like a telephone seance. Ready?
좋아.
Hello?
안녕?
Is that you?
잘 모르겠는데.
This is your girlfriend, Mr. I'm not sure. Yes, it's me. I'm calling from beyond the grave.
말도 안 되는
Why'd you
소리.
bring me back here of all places? Of all the restaurants we've been to? Couldn't you have summoned me to that place with the sour cream pierogi?
여기 쉐이크도 나쁘진
See, I told
않지.
you this is a good game. Okay, so, I'm your girlfriend. Somehow, I'm not with you now, and you don't know why. Except, I am with you right now. That pretty much sum it up?
지금은 어디 있어?
No, this is my game. I get to ask the questions first.
이런
What's with this
싸가지.
gas station you're trying to get to? What are you hoping to find there?
이제 기억이 나기 시작했어.
We need to get gas in a sec. Hey, stop it!
기억나 싸우던 게.
It's like we spend 1 year falling in love and the next 4 breaking up, right? What took so long? Were you just afraid of being alone? Or maybe you didn't want to be the guilty one, the one who blows things up and hurts me. Were you waiting for permission from me to end
갑자기
it?
화면이
Waiting for me to give you...
녹색불?
Exactly. Waiting for an excuse.
아니.
What?
슬슬 기분이
Right.
익숙해지는데?
That's why you stuck around. Fear. You didn't want to break anything. You couldn't get over the idea that this great future we were supposed to have could just be wiped out. The beacon we'd always talked about, our light in the bottle, gone. You left it to me. Put it on me to do what needed doing. Well, I finally gave you the sign you were looking for, right over at that counter there.
누구야?
You guys need anything else, or you're okay for now?
We're fine, thanks.
You do anything to make it different, right? To fix things.
케이라?
I can take you to that gas station, and I can be her for you. Together, we'll open the box.
그게 어떻게
You
가능해?
can make it happen. You can make it real. What do you say? Miss the old times? Let me be her.
아니 이거는 옳지 않아.
Okay, your choice. Now it's your turn. You can ask me one question, whatever you want.
주유소에서 누굴
The man on
만나면
the phone.
좋겠지? 발칸 여행에서?
Yes, the one I was texting when we were eating lunch. The man with many eyes.
많은 눈?
Yes. He has 10 eyes, like this.
뭐라고? 팔이야?
No. He wears them around his wrist, like a bracelet. Even while he sleeps, a few of them keep watch, their eyes open. He also wears an orange vest.
주황색 조끼.
Find the
진짜
man
적은 적
with
있는데.
many eyes, and his friend,
그때 나왔잖아
the man with
뒷좌석에.
mirror eyes. They're the
그
ones who did
건포도
this to me.
농장 거기서 어떻게 찾는데?
Close your eyes.
눈을 감아.
Hey, where'd you go? It's
What?
like you went somewhere else there. Having some irresistible dream.
나는
Good for
꿈을
you.
거부했어.
Reality is always the best policy. Speaking of reality, the check has arrived.
당장 그
Works
주유소로
for
가야
me.
해.
What's the sudden rush?
거기 여친이
Are
붙잡혀
you
있는 것
sure?
같아.
If you're lucky, maybe she hasn't even gotten to the gas station yet.
뭔 소리야?
Well, the card has Thursday 4 p.m. written on it, right? That was 2 days ago. And need I remind you that today is...
너가
Yeah.
쉬는 날이
If we leave
목요일이고.
now, we can beat her there by nearly an hour and find out who's waiting for her.
그 사람을 어떻게
Well, that's
찾지?
easy. If I'm made up to look like her, he'll give himself away as soon as we arrive. I have a few wigs in the car. Like I
흥미로운
told you,
계획이군.
I'm an expert shapeshifter. Come on. Time to be forgiven. And time to hit the road. Time to pay the check so we can get out of here.
에이씨, 어? 뭐야 이게 핸드폰?
This thing about robots is chilling. It says that 60% of the workforce won't have a job in 20 years. Hey, can you put down your phone for 3 seconds? I'm trying to have a real human connection with you, and you're so tuned out. It's like I'm eating with a robot.
I'm sorry, I know. We need to get gas in a sec. You can tell me about it while we're in the car.
Would you put that thing away?
Hey, stop it! Come on, let go!
Who is that? Who are you writing to?
God, keep your voice down. Look, I've been driving for ages. I just need to space out a little.
A little? It's like you're a million miles away.
Can you just give me a break, please?
We were just taking a break, remember? Now we're back together, but I feel this is the last place in the world you want to be.
Well, that's what I'd call a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Ain't love grand? Come on, let's get out of here.
이번 챕터 끝인가? 아니네요. 이번 챕터 3챕은 꽤 기네요. 오, 오픈카!
How do I look?
이 계획을
Don't worry,
진행해도 되나?
it'll work. I'm good at this. I'm a very apt pupil. A very apt pupil.
뭐 있어?
Here, take my phone. Call for help the moment something looks fishy.
사지, CG. 좋아요.
Shoot.
이게 질문이 있는데 내가
Right?
여자친구랑 싸웠다 했지? 그리고 내가 먼저 문을
I did,
닫고
yes.
나왔단 말이야. 근데 내 기억은 그렇지가
Right,
않아.
it was her.
그래, 여친이
Yes.
먼저 나갔어.
And,
왜 거짓말을 했지?
listen, there's something at the end of this road that you don't want to find.
하지만 난
You
찾고
do,
싶은데
and you don't. If you only wanted to find it, there wouldn't be all this conflict.
뭔가
Drivers lying to you, drugging you with raisins, all the little glitches, things that don't make sense, the static. It's hardly been a smooth ride, has it?
그게 마치 내
I'm
잘못이라는
just
것처럼
saying,
들리는데
there are two sides to every story, right? The argument back at the diner, maybe there was something missing for her. Something missing between the two of you.
뭐가 부족했다는
Have
거야?
you stopped to think for a moment about why you keep finding these photographs? Why they are so important to you?
없는데
Your photos. They're a way of capturing reality, right? They're objective, but they're also you. They tell the story you want them to tell. That camera of yours, It's a weapon, too. Take a photo of me, and in the photo, I'll never change. I'll never grow away from you.
사진은 지금 내가 믿을 수 있는
So,
유일한
what did you learn back there from your photo?
남자랑 바람을 피우고 있던데? 그래, 그건 분명해.
Oh, you have my phone. Why don't you call it then?
번호가 다 보이진 않는데 숫자 2개밖에
And
없어.
you think he's also this man with all the eyes?
그래, 그
Hey,
사람.
you said he has 10 of them, right?
그게
Have another look at that card. 10?
이게 왜?
10 little eyes. See him?
소문자리가 10개라고. 오, 진짜네?
See him? Freaky, right?
예리하네.
Well, almost there now.
저기 보이네.
Time to get in character.
잘 자신 있어?
Sure, I can't see a thing. What gives?
쟤 뭐야? 자, 돌려.
I
빠져야 돼.
can't. The car is jammed somehow. What the hell?
잠깐 뭐야. 오. 저기 아저씨.